So, the theme is?
The theme is
What the author wants you to learn.
what the author wants you to learn.
The theme is?
The theme is
What the author wants you to learn.
what the author wants you to learn.
The main idea is what the story is mostly about. Your turn.
The main idea is mostly what the story is about.
Beautiful. So remember some of the ideas that we came up with the other day were some of the themes could be sadness, right?
Yeah.
In our stories or passages that we read. Some of the other themes could be feeling left out, right? When somebody makes you feel kind of not so good inside and you feel left out. But the main idea would be what the text is mostly about, right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to read a story, a task card to you. Right now I just want you to listen. And I'm going to go through this and then you're going to help me out with one of the task cards, okay? So, Easton was a loyal friend, always kind, and always trying to help others. Recently, he had started hanging out with 3 new friends, and he was beginning to realize the kind of people they really were. Jackson was always playing practical jokes on other people and thought it was hilarious. One weekend, Easton came up with the best practical joke ever. But when he did it, Jackson stayed mad at him for the rest of the day. Preston loved to make up not so nice names for other people. But when Easton called him Preston the Bestin this weekend, Preston gave him a dirty look, snarling that it wasn't nice to make up names for people. Then there was Carlton, who was always poking fun at Easton's curly hair, like this Lugo. During a trip to the movies, Easton pointed out a curl on Carlton's head. Carlton swatted his hand away, angrily telling him that it was nothing like a mop of curly hair. Suddenly, it dawned on Easton that these new friends couldn't take a dose of their own medicine. Not only that, but he didn't like the way that they treated people, and he didn't want to treat people that way either. It was definitely time for some new friends. These weren't the kind of people that he wanted to be around. So when I'm thinking of main idea and I'm thinking of what's the difference between theme and main idea, I'm thinking, I know the theme is the lesson I need to learn in the story, right? The lesson that the author wants me to learn. So when I look at my 3 choices, am I thinking that the author wants me to know that I should treat others the way you want to be treated?
Yes.
Jackson loved playing practical jokes but didn't like them played on him. Or Easton tried to be like his friends and he realized that his friends didn't like to be treated that way, the way they treated people. I know when I read those 3 that this is a lesson. Letter A is a lesson. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That would be my theme, okay? So, I know that this would be blue. I know A would be my theme. So then I have to look at the other 2 options. If A is my theme, which one of these, B or C, would be my main idea? So then I read them to myself again. I say, Jackson loved playing practical jokes, but didn't like them played on him. Or Easton tried to be like his friends, and he realized that his friends didn't like to be treated the way they treated other people. I'm thinking, I know that the main idea is what the text is mostly about. It's my turn, right? I just want you to watch. So I'm thinking B is my main idea. The text is mostly about Jackson loving to play practical jokes on others, but then when they wanted to do it to him, he did not like those jokes. So I'm thinking that the B is my main idea. Okay? So now I want you guys to help me out with one. We're going to read one together, and then you're going to help me decide which one is the theme and which one is the main idea. All right? So let's take a look at this one. I'm going to read it orally, whole thing. But that's okay. I'm going to read it out loud so you can just listen to the story. Ready? Thank you I see all your eyes on me. Amelia and Dante were like Batman and Robin. No matter what Amelia did to make their classroom a happier place, Dante always did something to bring them down and ruin their day. Today was field day, and the class was abuzz as they got ready to walk out of the field. Gathering in line, Dante started arguing with his teacher. But I want to bring my soda outside with me. I don't care what you say. It's going outside whether you like it or not. Mrs. Smith's face burned fiery red, and she told the rest of the class to sit back down. As they headed back to their seats, Dante threw the can of soda at the window. But just before it shattered the glass, Amelia intercepted it. The class froze, waiting to see what Dante would say. As his eyes grew wide, the principal came storming in and removed him from the class. Mrs. Smith breathed a sigh of relief as the rest of the class went to the field day. Dante spent his day in detention while the rest of the class basked in the sunny, happy day. So, when we think about the theme and main idea, I want you to turn and talk to your partner. And I want you to tell your partner, what do you think the theme of this story might be? Remember, the theme is what the author wants you to learn, okay? Turn and talk.
The theme is what the author wants you to learn. The main idea is what the story is mostly about.
So what do you think the theme is of this story?
The theme is good ways. I think it's the good ways. Good always. No, it's not that one.
Oh, so that says good always conquers bad.
Yeah,
That's what it says.
Yeah, that's
So you think that's the theme?
Yeah,
Conquer means to win.
So good always wins.
Good always wins over bad.
Yeah. Amelia caught the soda that.
When you're ready to share, put your pinky in the air. All right, I see a lot of pinkies. So, what do you think the theme might be of this short passage? What do you think, Joanna?
The theme is let it be good always
Conquers?
Conquers bad.
So, I know one of my friends over here asked me, what does conquered mean? What does conquered mean, Emily?
Conquer means that you always win.
That you win, right? So, show me 2 fingers in the air if you believe that good always conquers bad is the theme.
Wait, 2 pinkies?
2 fingers. It can be your pinkies if you want. All right. So I agree with you. I think that is the theme. That's the lesson that we want people to learn. Now, take a look at the last 2. Dante argued with the teacher, but Amelia saved the day. Or Amelia caught the soda and that Dante threw. Turn and tell your partner, which one do you think is the main idea? What the story is mostly about.
I think it's C.
How about we stand up? If you think the main idea is A, I want you to move to this side of the room. If you think it's C, I want you to come on this side. All right, let's take a look. If you are on the A side, tell us why you think A is the main idea.
Because mostly what the story was about is that Dante argued with the teacher, and the teacher couldn't
Get the can, and then Amelia just stand up and then got the can.
Okay, so the main idea is what the story is mostly about, right? So are you saying that you think that Dante argued with the teacher, but Amelia saved the day is what the story is mostly about?
Yeah.
If you say C, tell me or explain to me why you say C is the main idea.
Why is she the main idea?
I think that's the main idea.
Okay, so one at a time. So who's going to share? All right, tell me why you think C is the main idea.
I think C is the main idea because when dancing through the soda, Amelia caught the can.
Okay, so the whole story was about Dante throwing the soda and Amelia catching it?
Yep.
What do you think the whole story was about?
A.
So, do you want to revise your answer?
Yes.
So if you want to revise your answer, you may revise your answer. So those of you who came over here, why did you revise your answer the way that you did?
Alessandra, you still think it's C?
He might.
I guess the whole class is.
So my question for you is, those of you who revised your answer, what made you revise your answer?
It made me revise my answer because the story was not mostly about how to, how they throwing about sodas all over the place. It was mainly about Daniel arguing with his teacher, but Amelia actually saved the day.
So I liked how you said the whole story was not about her throwing the can, but more about her arguing, Dante arguing with his teacher, right? Okay, go ahead and have a seat.
But that was already.
So now,
That was already.
oh, you're gonna fall. If you can hear me, put your hands on your head.
I can't. I'm
All
stuck.
right.
But I can't.
If you can hear me, clap your hands 2 times. All right. So this is what you're going to do. I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios to read with your group. And you are going to come up with the theme and the main idea of the text. Okay? When you get your paper, remember you can grab a clipboard.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you do?
Put your name.
You always put your name. But do you just put one person? Put your group's name. Remember, on one side you're going to put the task card number, and then I want you to write the main idea and the theme for each passage. Okay? Who can tell me what we are going to do?
Wait.
Do you have a question? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be with the same partners or another partner?
You're going to work with your small group, the same ones you worked with the other day.
Can I change?
I'm going to have you stay with your group for today. Okay? Who can tell me what we are going to do today? Christopher, tell me what we're going to do.
Today we're doing the theme and the main idea with your partner, and you need to get a piece of paper and write your name and write the fact about the theme and the main idea.
Okay. Who can add on to what Christopher just said? David?
We're mostly gonna read our story and then answer what the theme is or what the main idea is.
Okay. Anybody else? Maria, what are we doing today?
Like a little passage, like a passage and figuring out what's the main idea and the theme.
That's what we're doing. What I'd like you to do is rock, paper, scissors. Once you get your group, rock, paper, scissors to see who's going to come and collect the materials. You may get up and move.
Last time you went, so.
No, all three.
Wait, we start over. We're not sitting in class, and then it says, ready? Wait. Yeah. So we cut. So wait.
Okay. Here are your materials.
So it's you. I just have no tie.
All right, my friends, you should start to read your passages. However, I see that you haven't made a decision. Alessandra, go get the materials. You're taking a long time. Go get the materials. No, go. Let's get started.
Okay, where's the?
Right here. I'll take 2 cards. Can we sit here? My friend. Here.
So
we're figuring it out. We're reading more and then figuring out the main idea and theme.
Okay, so what passage are you reading first?
Which one? We're gonna read number 1.
All right.
I don't think we have number 1.
Oh, we have number 7. So
Number 7?
yeah.
All right. Okay, so start reading.
It.
So we have a little bit.
Okay, did you decide which passage you're reading first?
Yes.
All right.
Number
Remember, when we read and our friends are reading, we have to be active listeners. So you're paying attention, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to come back in a second to check on you.
Okay.